welcome back to my channel. I hope that you're doing well. Welcome to another video and welcome back to another weekly vlog. I am hoping to start this vlog to give me some motivation to kick my reading into gear. That really hurt. And get some reading done of the very many books that I have on my TBR this month. If you have not seen my TBR bingo, I will leave it in the cards above if you want to go check it out. I have a lot of books to tackle this month, so let's hope that I can do so. I am currently in the middle of 2 books. I have plans on reading hopefully these three books as well this month. Wow, I cannot talk. Also, if you can hear my fan going on in the background, I apologize. It's very hot in my house, so we have the whole house fan on. I'm struggling. Black Enough. This is a rollover from last month. I am still reading it. It was not on my full TBR, but I did want to read it for my TBR knockout prompt. I had meant to finish it last month, but it just didn't happen. I only have 2 stories left. I have Nick Stone's story and Evie's a Boy's story, and I will read it. I'm not in love with this anthology collection. I have not read an anthology that I have absolutely loved and given 5 out of 5 stars. This is definitely not going to be the one, but I think that some of the stories in here are really impactful, very beautiful, very well written, and I'm enjoying them so far. It's not going to be like a 5-star or a 4-star even, maybe. I'm not really sure, but we shall see. I'm also in the middle of Fortuna Sworn by KJ Sutton. This is a self-published fantasy romance following a woman named Fortuna who has been looking for her brother who disappeared 2 years ago. And the trail has kind of gone cold. She can't seem to figure out where her brother is. And a man, a fairy, comes up to her and tells her that he will tell her where her brother is as long as she makes a deal. And the deal is that he marries her. So it's interesting so far. I'm only 50 pages in. I was listening to the audiobook of this through NetGalley because I got a NetGalley arc of it. However, the NetGalley audiobook system is all fucked up. It just kept skipping. Even when I put the audiobook down to regular speed, it would skip words. It was very strange. I couldn't figure out how to fix it, so I downloaded the audiobook on Audible, and I will just leave my review on NetGalley once I get through it. But I am still listening to the audiobook of this. It's okay. Not my favorite audiobook narration, but we're laughing and loving. And then the other 3 books that I'm hoping to get through this month, I figured I would offset my fantasy read with a contemporary thrillery type book. The next book that I want to read by Kaylanisimplyme. This is The Death of Vivek Oji. I know it has to do with the death of Vivek Oji. I know it's LGBTQA+. It's set in Nigeria, and it's a shorter read, so hopefully I can get through that one. I do have 1 more book on my secret TBR that I need to finish up from last month, House of Salt and Sorrow by Aaron A. Craig. Another fantasy that I would like to get done this week. We shall see about that. And then I would like to read Reminders of Him by Colleen Hoover this week. Another book to get off my TBR. I'm trying to kind of offset fantasy, non-fantasy, fantasy, non-fantasy. So this is my non-fantasy pick for this week. Hopefully I can read all of these books this week, but we shall see. And if I can get through all of those, I would also like to get to Blackbirds in the Sky by Brandy Culber because my audiobook is going to run out for that. I would also not be mad if I got to City of Bones or the 5th season this week, but that is a lot of reading and I highly, highly doubt that's going to happen, but we're gonna try our best. I'm going to clean up my room because it is a fucking mess. Literally, there's books everywhere. It is a hot mess. The definition of a hot mess. So I'm gonna clean this up, or at least I'm gonna try to. Most of the books that are on the floor right now are all not audiobooks, unhaul books. So I gotta figure out where I'm gonna put those. Some of them are going to friends, so I need to send those out. I said I was live, laugh, loving. I lied. I am doing none of those things. So I'm gonna go figure out my life, and I will come back to you when I have an update of something fun.
2 a.m. in the car playing our favorite song. Turn it up.
Hello, sweet friends of mine. I just wanted to come on here and give you an update. I do have some reading updates to give you. I actually don't know what my book is, but I'll just talk about it. I finished 2 books today, and I am a good way through my 3rd book. The first one that I finished is Black Enough by Evie's a Boy, and a ton of different authors. The one that I recognized were Danielle Clayton, Jason Reynolds, Nick Stone, Renee Watson, Brandy Culber, Evie's a Boy, obviously, and then a ton of other ones. I think there was 17 stories in total. I ended up giving this one a 4 stars. I was actually surprised that it ended up being a 4 stars. I rated each and every story, and then I used all those ratings to create an average, and it came out to a 3.8, and so I just rounded it up to a 4 star. I enjoyed it. I think that some of the stories weren't for me, but a lot of them I really enjoyed. I think there was like 4 or 5 of them that I gave 5 stars. One that I gave 2.5, but for the most part, I really enjoyed them. The ones that I really liked were Kaylanisimplyme hers was really good. Nick Stone was fantastic. Tracy Baptist was really, really good. And I really enjoyed Evie's A Boy Story as well. So, gave that 4 stars. I also started and finished Vault by Tate James today. It is the little 3-hour novella. It's about 121 pages from the Madison Kate series. But you have to read Madison Kate as well as Hades before you can go back and read Vault. So I had the audiobook and the ebook, so I just picked it up and read it. And I gave it 5 out of 5 stars. It was amazing. This takes place between the middle of the Hades series. It's a scene that you know that happens throughout the story, but you never really get the backstory of Cody Steele, Archer, and Madison Kate's perspective of this. And I thought it was really cute. I also got some really cute scenes between Madison Kate and her boys, and it was just everything that I wanted and more. And then I'm also in the middle of reading Fortuna Sworn by KJ Sutton. I'm really enjoying this. I'm about maybe 50 to 60% of the way through. Like 40 to 60, that's a very big jump. 50 to 60% of the way through it, and I'm enjoying it. I really like the idea of the fairy world. I really loved it in A Court of Thorns and Roses, and this has a very similar setup in regards to like the Seelie Court and the Unseelie Court and all of that fun stuff, and just the lengths that Fortuna is willing to go for her brother. I find it a little bit annoying though, because he's said on multiple occasions that he doesn't want saving, but she's still hell-bent on making that happen. But I'm really enjoying the relationship that's brewing between her and the Fae man, Caliph, I believe his name is, and I like the things that are happening. I really like the magic system that's being explored. The idea of nightmares and feeding off of fears is really, really cool, so I'm enjoying that. Oh, I just kicked the tripod, my bad. I also got a package. I'm pretty sure this is my Illumicrate box. It came through customs, and the last time I opened up an Illumicrate box, it was like this. I think they ran out of their yellow boxes again, so I think that's what this is. Let's take a look. Yeah, it's Illumicrate. And the theme for this month is Bad Blood. Cute, cute, cute. I will look at the spoiler card a little bit later. We have some paper in here. Nothing's in there, though. This is a big box. What is this? Probably a cup of some sort, I'm guessing. I was correct. It is a tumbler that says Liesel Station. That's a big-ass word that starts with a P that I cannot pronounce. Sector, proud and proudly independent. That is what it looks like. Kind of reminds me of The Expanse because we have like the belt, but I don't know exactly what it's inspired by. I will know more in a little bit. We also have this pencil case. It says, "If longing is madness, then none of us are sane." This is by Nina Varela. Really cute. I like the design on there. It's very, very pretty. We also have this box here. Not a ton of stuff in this box. Seems a little light this time around. Whoa. We have this Medusa tray. I have a ton of these now, so I'm running out of reasons and places to use these, but very cute. I might use it as a coaster, actually. It's very pretty, though. It says Misova. I think that's what that says. Not sure what it's inspired by, but I guess we'll find out. And then we have this. Is a bath fizzer. Sweet orange fragrance. Butterfly's dust. Don't know what the company is, but it does smell like oranges. I like it. I like it, Picasso. I also have like a little bag here. I'm guessing it was supposed to have these in here, and they look like little magnets. And this reminds me of something that's not relevant to their boxes. This gives me boyfriend material vibes. I know that's not what it is, but I will figure out what that is inspired by in just a second. And then we have the book. I see sprayed edges. That always makes me happy every time. Ooh, whoa, I was not expecting that. I recently heard of this book, and this is A River Enchanted by Rebecca Ross. I've heard that this is really good for fans of Aaron Morgenstern's writing, so interesting. On the back it says, "Your presence is required at once for urgent business. Please return to Cadence with your harp upon receipt." Interesting. I love the stenciled edges on this. Ooh, really, really, really pretty end papers. Look at that. It's the same on both sides. No art underneath the dust jacket. We do have some really pretty foiling. Absolutely stunning. Wow. Okay. Let's take a look and see what this book is about. This says, enchantments run deep on the magical Isle of Cadence. The capricious spirits that live there find mirth in the lives of the humans who call the land home. But that mischief turns to malevolence as girls begin to go missing. Adaria, heiress of the East, knows that spirits only enter to the bard's music, entice them to return the missing girls. But there's only one bard capable of drawing the spirits forth by song, her childhood enemy, Jack Tamerlane. He hasn't stepped foot on Cadence in 10 long years, content to study music at the mainland university. But as Jack and Adaria reluctantly work together, it becomes apparent the trouble with the spirits is far more sinister than first thought, and an older, darker secret lurks beneath the surface, threatening to undo them all. Interesting. That was an interesting sound that the book just made. This sounds really beautiful. Don't know exactly if I'm going to like it, but it definitely sounds like it's going to be a really good book. And again, it's just, you can't say no to these freaking beautiful covers and these gorgeous stenciled edges and sprayed edges. We love to see it. So let me go over the spoiler card really quick and see what everything was inspired by. So we have the tumbler, which is inspired by a memory called Empire and designed by Forensic and Flowers. The pouch is inspired by Crier's War and designed by Chatty Nora. The Medusa Shield Trinket Tray is inspired by Lore by Alexander Bracken and designed by Ray Strikes Back, my lord. The Butterfly's Dust Bath Bomb is designed by Little Hearts Gifts and Noon Designs, and it was inspired by Poison Study. Okay, I was kind of right. I said Boyfriend Material by Alexis Hall, but it was actually Red, White, and Royal Blue, which inspired those little magnets, and it's Alex and Henry on there. So I was in the right vein. I just wasn't quite, you know what I mean. Anyways, that's my current update. I am going to stream later on tonight because my husband's going out to dinner with a family member. I'm staying home, having a day to myself, going to get some writing done because I've been slacking on that. So yeah, I'm going to clean up this mess, go spend some time with my husband, and I will be streaming in about 30 minutes. So I'll talk to you then.
We sing along. The summer night has just begun. The moon is bright, let's have some fun. Oh, this is everything with you right next to me. So alive, and tonight I'm thinking that I don't wanna go.
Hello friends, so I am just about to get set up and go to bed because Abby's just tired, but I figured I would give you an update on how I'm kind of doing with my reading. But while I drop things, I'm gonna be shuffling around the house, so bear with me, but I wanted to give you an update. I did read and finish, Jesus Christ, Fortuna Sworn by KJ Sutton. I really enjoyed it. I ended up giving it a 4.5 out of 5 stars. I thought that it was really, really well done. I like the characters. I like the world. Obviously, I really enjoy the Fae world and all of the mischief, why can't I say the word? Mischief and antics that the Fae bring to just everyday life. They're just fun to follow. I really liked the male main character as well as Fortuna. I thought that she was a really interesting character to follow. And there's a lot of, like, changing feelings that are happening between the characters because there's just so much at stake and a lot of things that are kind of bouncing between and the motivations of the characters. I just really enjoyed it. Overall, thought that it was very well done. I enjoyed it. 4.5. It ended off on a cliffhanger, so I definitely would like to read the rest of the series, although I refused to throw my entire TBR out just because I want to read more from that series. Bailey is following me. I don't know if you can hear her pitter-pattering down the stairs. I forgot the dryer's on, so I'll be quick. But I also wrote about 700 words, so not a ton. But I got some reading done, so I will take it. But Isaac's out still with his his godfather at dinner. So I'm gonna get ready for bed, and whenever he shows up, great, we'll get some cuddles in, but I'm gonna go to bed. So I will talk to you tomorrow.
Calling sick in the morning, baby, don't leave.
Hi friends, I just wanted to come on here and give you a very, very quick update because I'm not really reading this book for this vlog, so I don't need to go into full in-depth detail, but it is on my TBR, so I figured I would mention it to you. But I am about halfway through House of Salt and I keep saying it's just House of Salt and Sorrow by Aaron A. Craig. I'm reading this for a secret TBR video that I'm hoping to finish up after this book, so that's good. I'm about halfway through. I started it last night after I finished Fortuna Sworn. I got about 20 pages in last night, and I've read the rest of it during my day today. So far I'm really enjoying it. It's feeling like it could be a 5-star book. The eerie, creepy vibes that are happening right now have me on the edge of my seat. So really curious to see how the rest of this goes. I'm going to get on sprints with Mike in just a little bit, and then I have to have a video to film, edit, get up for tomorrow because tomorrow's Friday, and I really would like to get this wrap up done and finished. And then if I have some more time, I'll finish reading whatever I'm reading, and then I'm hoping to maybe start. I don't know what I'm feeling. I'm thinking maybe, I don't know, maybe The Death of Vivek Oji, or what's it called? Reminders of Him by Colleen Hoover. I also really need to start Crown of Midnight by Sarah J. Maas. So if I can get any of those books started in the next day or two, that would be great. I also have a wedding to go to on Saturday, so not a lot of reading is going to get done on Saturday, but hopefully I can get some reading done on Sunday. But I will keep you guys updated, and I will talk to you soon. Hi friends, I figured I would come on here and give you a slight update. I just finished editing my wrap-up video. It took me a lot longer than I had expected, but I changed up the way that I edit and kind of formatted my wrap-up videos. It's the same style. I'm still talking about the books that I'm reading, but the editing is much more comprehensive, so that took me a lot longer than I thought. I'm really excited to see your thoughts on that, though. Hopefully you like it. If not, I can go back to the way that I regularly do it, but I just thought it'd be fun to try something different. I did read some more of House of Salt and Sorrow while I was on sprints with Mike. I'm on chapter 28. Again, I'm not sharing too much of my thoughts on this one, but that's the only book I'm reading right now, so I figured I would give you a small update. And I also wanted to show you my bullet journal and my Spring Into Reading-a-thon bingo board, because I crossed some stuff off today. So let's start with the bingo board. I crossed off some things. So we have Spring Court, read a book with fairies in it. I completed that prompt with Fortuna Sworn by Katie Sutton. I also used the same book to fulfill Tiptoe Through the Tulips, which is to read a book with pink, yellow on the cover. Why can't I read? And then Spring Forward, read a sequel. I read Vault by Tate James, so I put that one in there. And then listen to an audiobook. I listened to the audiobook of Vault by Tate James. I also listened to the audiobook of Fortuna Sworn. So I crossed off 4. I could cross off some more, but I'm waiting to see if there's anything left that I need to utilize those with at the end of the month. If not, I'll fill them up with something else. But I'm having a fun time with it. I might write the name of the books down at the bottom if I have some space to do so. But I was having fun with that, so I figured I would show you. And then I finally sat down and did my March spreads for my bullet journal. I kept it very, very simple this time around. I only used washi tape and some fine liners, but I wanted to keep it very, very simple, as well as a stamp set. But this is my March spread. Very minimalistic, very, very simple. The quote here says, "Your only limit is your mind," which I thought was good because I'm going through some mental stuff, so sometimes it's a nice reminder. We have the calendar page, my TBR and my stats page for the end of the month, my daily reading spread, which I'm obsessed with these green colors. I don't know what about it. I usually am not a huge green fan, but something about this just warms my heart. And then my first weekly spread, which I actually started it on from the 7th to the 13th, because y'all know I'm not going to be filling this in this weekend, even though I do have some stuff to get done. I was just kidding myself, thinking that I needed a whole 2-page spread for the 4 days that are left in this week. So that's my thoughts on that. I'm going to go to bed now because I'm tired. It's 11 o'clock at night. I was not planning on staying up this late, but 'tis life. So I will talk to you tomorrow. Hello friends, I figured I would come on here and give you an update on my reading. I know, like I said, I've said it multiple times in this video, but I'm not giving you too many updates on the House. I said it again, House of Salt and Sorrow by Aaron A. Craig. However, I did finish it today. I really enjoyed it. I gave it a 5 out of 5 stars. Again, if you want to hear my full thoughts on the book, feel free to check out that the secret TBR video that is coming to you very soon. This is the last book that I needed to read for that secret TBR, so this will be out very, very soon, but I did really enjoy it a lot more than I thought that I was going to. I thought that I was going to give it maybe a 3-star, and it ended up being a fantastic book that I'm very excited to reread in the future. But other than that, I started Reminders of Him by Colleen Hoover, and I quickly stopped that, not because I wasn't enjoying it, but because I realized that I need to read alongside the audiobook because there were so many quotes that were hitting me right in the feels, and I was literally only 10 minutes in, and I was like, I need my tabs. I need to tab this. There's too many cute, wonderful lines that I just cannot walk away from at the moment. So I'll pick that up back up this weekend and read that. But since I decided to let that one go, on my way home, I listened to a little bit more of Still Beating by Jennifer Hartman. This is a very dark romance. It follows the heroine. Her name is Cora, and she is out one night celebrating her sister's birthday, and she ends up staying out later than her sister and her sister's fiance, and she decides to get a cab home, realizes that her purse was stolen, and she needs to call somebody for help. She doesn't really get along with her sister's boyfriend. They've kind of been enemies since very, very young, and she has no one else to call, so she calls him. And he comes and picks her up, and when they are on the drive home, they end up getting their car broken into, and they get kidnapped by a serial killer that is known for kidnapping his victims, making them fall in love with each other before they get killed. And they spend 3 weeks in captivity together, forced to do some really, really terrible things. And during those 3 weeks, they create a relationship, a connection that neither one of them wanted or knew was going to happen. But once they get out and they are back into the real world, they're struggling to reacclimate, but also struggling to deny the feeling that they have for each other, even though he is still engaged to her sister. And so it's a very, very dark romance. And I mean, there was no sugarcoating on the things that happened when they were in captivity. There's also trigger warnings in this book for attempted suicide. So obviously you have also sexual assault, rape, self-harm. So also addiction to alcohol. There's a lot of things going on in this book. It's a very, very dark romance, but I'm really enjoying it. I've already teared up and cried in several locations of this book, and it's good, but it's also very, very sad and very heart-wrenching, but I'm enjoying that. So I'm hoping to finish that up maybe today. I started that last month and just never got around to finishing it, but I probably will just read the rest on my Kindle and listen to the audiobook when I have a moment or two. But that is my current update. I am going to take a shower, get ready, and go out to dinner with my uncle and his fiance and then my husband. And I will come back and get some reading done if I can, but I'm probably going to drink, so hopefully I don't have a hangover. That would not be good. Hello, friends. Don't mind the makeup. I'm just trying something new, and I'm not sure that I like it, but I'm about to go out soon, and I'm not about to change it, so we're just dealing with it. I got my Owlcrate box today. I literally got my shipping information, and I went to go look to see when it was supposed to arrive, and it was like, at your mailbox, and I'm like, what? You just sent me my shipping information. What do you mean? So, whew. Okay, so if you don't know, I am an Owlcrate rep. They sent me their boxes for review, so thank you so much to Owlcrate for sending this over to me. And if you are interested in getting a discount on your first Owlcrate box, you can get 15% off with my discount code down below. So, without further ado, let's open it up. This is the February, I'm going to show you this side. The February theme for this month, it's Among the Monsters. I believe I already have this book that's in here, but I'm so excited to see what they do with this edition. If you would like to pause and take a look at these spoilers, I will leave this on the screen for you to take. If my hand will stop shaking, I swear you could probably pause it and take a look at it, but maybe not. It looks like there's 2 books in here. We love to see it. I believe there's also, I heard that we were supposed to be getting bookends, but I haven't seen those, so maybe I'm tripping. But we have a limited edition enamel pin. This is design number 2. Let's see. Ooh, cute! Explore Caves Water. This I think this is inspired by the Raven Boys by Maggie Seawater, but very, very cute. We also have these cable keepers, so you can put your cables in here and make them look all nice and neat. I don't know what they say. This one says, his magic is my magic. Cute. And then this one says, there's a monster in the shadows and now it knows my name. Ooh, creepy. I like it. Those are really cool. It's a good thing to have. Oh, there is bookends in here. Ooh, exciting. All right, let's see. This is a keychain, and it says, we are the darkest arts made light. Darkest acts. Oh, Jesus. We are the darkest acts made light. I don't know what that's inspired by, but it's very cute. I'm running out of ways to use keychains, though. I get a lot of them. Like I said, there is 2 books in this box. Not what I was expecting. I don't think I ever plan on reading this book, but I like the special edition. This is Frankenstein by Mary Shelley. It says, there is something at work in my soul, which I don't understand. It's a very gorgeous special edition. I might be compelled to pick this up. It's definitely been sitting in the box a little while, though, because what the hell happened? I don't know. We'll try to press that out. But we also have some art prints in here. Very cool. Ooh! That's what that looks like. Gorgeous. We love to see it. We also have Some Promises Can Never Be Broken. Oh, this is a digital sampler. Oh, it's like a sneak peek to the sequel to Lake's Edge, which is Forest Fall. So if you scan it, you can get it on NetGalley. That's pretty cool. Please. Not the freaking worms. Okay. So like I said, we did get bookends, which I'm very excited about because I really needed some. It's a problem, actually. Let's take a look before all the worms come falling out. Oh, it's already on the floor. The theme for next month is Artist's Obsession, and it looks like every March box will include an item from Fiction Bathco. This is what the bookends look like. Oh my goodness. Hold on. Hello? There we go. It says, that dove of maidens for monsters that does not fade with time. That love, oh my god. That love of maidens for monsters that does not fade with time. Very cool. Like I said, I really needed a bookend, so I'm glad that we have these. I do not know what they are inspired by, but I will check it out in just a second. And then the book is Only a Monster. This is by Vanessa Lee. Like I said, I do already own a copy of this. I don't know where my edition is currently, but I do already own a copy of this. It came in my Fairy Loot, I believe. But this is very gorgeous. This is the US edition, whereas my Fairy Loot one is the UK edition, so I'm glad to have this on the cover. This is gorgeous. This does have really pretty black sprayed edges. We do love a good sprayed edge. This is also signed by the author. We also have some really cool, like, black pages in here. I don't know if that's with every edition, but I like it. Let's see. This is a very stiff hardback. Holy moly. We do have some embossing and some dust jacket art, so this is what the embossing looks like. Very gorgeous. That's the spine. And then the art on the underside of the dust jacket looks like this. Stunning. I believe this follows a girl who all of her life she didn't know that she came from a line of monsters. She is maybe the biggest monster of them all. And the boy that she is falling in love with so happens to be a monster hunter. But I'll read you the synopsis anyway, just in case you're interested. It says, it should have been the perfect summer. Sent away to stay with her late mother's eccentric family in London, 16-year-old Joan is determined to enjoy herself. She loves her nerdy job at the historical Holland House, and when her super cute coworker Nick asks her out on a date, it feels like everything is falling into place. Then a Good Samaritan attempts gone wrong sends Joan spinning through time, and her life quickly begins to unravel. Her family isn't just eccentric, they're monsters with terrifying hidden powers. And Nick isn't just a cute boy, he's a legendary monster slayer who will do anything to bring them down. As she battles Nick, Joan is forced to work with the beautiful and ruthless Erin Oliver, heiress to a monster family that hates her own. She will have to embrace her monstrousness if she is to save herself and her family, because in the story, she is not the hero. So I'm seeing a love triangle. I'm seeing very dark and interesting themes. I'm seeing an anti-hero. I like it. I'm excited. Hopefully it is really good. Let me find the spoiler card and I will tell you where everything is from. Let's see. The book, obviously Frankenstein, and the new design on there was designed by Rena Illustrations. It's an Owlcrate Classic Edition. Owlcrate's Classic Collection. It's a new thing that they're doing, so I'm assuming that they're going to start including them in a lot of different boxes to start doing Owlcrate collections of classics, which is kind of cool, actually. Enamel keychain is inspired by the Savage Song and designed by Azura Arts. Let's see. The bookends are inspired by the Bear and the Nightingale, and they are designed by Nun Designs. The wire clips are inspired by Lake's Edge by Lyndall Clipstone, I believe. I think so. And then it was designed by, I'm not sure, it doesn't say. The luggage enamel pin was inspired by the Raven Boys and designed by Hey Atlas Designs. And the art print is inspired by House Moving Castle and designed by Dree Gomez. And then, of course, we have the book. So thank you so much to Owlcrate for sending this over my way. I really, really appreciate it. I'm very excited to read this book, and hopefully I like it because now I have 2 editions of it. And I'm actually really excited about Frankenstein, which is super awesome. So 2 books this month and some really awesome bookends. I have to say that my favorite item this month is definitely the bookends. I needed these. I have been awaiting these, so I'm super excited to have those. But I'm going to go get ready for the rest of my night, and I will talk to you guys in a little bit.
We're out here wild and free. They say we're crazy, it's too much. And yeah, we're crazy, deep in love. Oh, this is everything with you right next to me. So alive, and tonight I'm thinking that I don't wanna go. This is everything with you right next to me. So alive, and tonight I'm thinking that I don't wanna go. This is everything with you right next to me. So alive, and tonight I'm thinking that I don't wanna go. Child, I know you're hurt and you can't let go. It's not your fault and you don't deserve all the bad and the hurt. I know you tried so hard. I know you've done your part. It's not fair. You did your time. How much longer will you suffer in this life? But don't give up. Just hold on tight. It'll be alright. Your life you've tried to be a good man inside. Did everything that you thought you should. Didn't seem to do you any good. I know you've tried so hard. I know you've done your part. It's not fair. You did your time. How much longer will you suffer in this life? But don't give up. Just hold on tight. It'll be alright. So hard. I know you've done your part. It's not fair. You did your time. How much longer will you suffer?
So I tried to be all cute and aesthetic like Olivia Reed's latte, and she makes her Nespressos with, it's an espresso shot. I don't know if it's a double or a single, but she usually makes it with like milk and I think she used like oat milk or almond milk or something like that. And the espresso shot and ice to make an iced coffee. But I think I used too much milk because mine's like really light. But it's coffee, it's espresso, so hopefully it should wake me up. But yeah, I have a feeling I'm gonna have a mad stomach after this. So, but it does also kind of taste like Starbucks. So, I mean, I'll take it.
Don't give up. Just hold on tight. It'll be alright. When we wake, hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. Oh, the good times just begun. Oh, we know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright. Before sleep, hear the crickets, see the moon. Side by side and through. No limit to what we can do. Oh, we know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright. Oh, you and I, we got it. Oh, we don't need.
Hi friends, I just wanted to come on here and close out this vlog. I hope you're doing well. I hope that you are having a fantastic day whenever you are watching this, or night, or evening, or morning, whatever time you're watching this. I have quite a few things to discuss in regards to what I finished this week and the 2 books that I'm still in the middle of, so let's go ahead and discuss it. The very first book that I finished this week was, I still have a bookmark in there, Black Enough by Evie Zaboy, or edited by Evie Zaboy. It's by 17 different authors. I really enjoyed this. I thought that it was a really well done anthology collection. I shouldn't say I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed it well enough. I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars. It's one of the highest rated anthologies that I've read so far. Some of the stories worked for me, others didn't, but I enjoyed most of them and was able to give it a solid rating at the end. I also then read an ebook, which was Vault by Tate James. This is the novella book in the Madison Kate series. I really enjoyed that, gave it a 5 out of 5 stars. I loved being back in the world of Madison Kate, Cody Steele, and Archer. And it was just so fun to see like a different perspective of a scene that we had read about in the Hades series, but we got to see it from their perspective, and just seeing like scenes of them happy and living their lives together as a solid group. It was just fantastic. I loved every second of it. I'm so glad that I read it. And then I also read Fortuna Sworn by KJ Sutton. I gave this one a 4.5 out of 5 stars. I really enjoyed this. I thought it was a fun, fae story. It definitely gave me ACOTAR vibes. And I just really enjoyed it. I thought that it was a fun book. It has a lot of scheming and lies and court politics, which was super fun. And overall, I just thought that it was a very well done book that set up a lot of the ending to be a really good precursor for the rest of the series. So very excited for that. And I also read House of Salt and Sorrow by Erin A. Craig. Really enjoyed this one. Gave it a 5 out of 5 stars. This one was one that I was really surprised by. Super blown away that I loved it as much as I did. Really enjoyed this one. If you want to hear my full thoughts and watch me read this book, I will be posting that secret TBR video very soon. So stay tuned for that. And then today I also finished, this is upside down, Looking for Alaska by John Green. I picked it up on my way to work and finished it on my lunch. It was a pretty quick read. I gave it a 3.5 out of 5 stars. It wasn't anything special or crazy, at least for me. I did like the writing style of some of this book, but for the most part, I found this to be very much of a book of its time. Some of the over-sexualization of women in this book was so off-putting, and you could just tell that it was written in 2006, if you know what I mean. This one follows a private boarding school, high school setting, where the main character, Pudge, his name is Miles, but everyone calls him Pudge, he goes to this new school and starts making friends, ends up befriending a girl named Alaska, who is a very tortured soul, and something ends up happening, and it's kind of the aftermath. It's like the events leading up to that, and then the aftermath that happens after that, and how everyone copes with the fallout. So it was okay. I won't be rereading it, but that is the same for every John Green book that I ever read. So there's that. And then I also picked up today The Fifth Season by Anna K. Jemisin. This is the book that I'm currently in the middle of and will be working on for the remainder of this week. Hopefully I can finally get this one done. It's been on my TBR for quite some time. I'm only 46 pages into this one, and I'm confused, but I'm willing to continue to push through. I've heard that everything is worth it in the end, so I'm going to continue to push through this one, but I don't really know too much about it. It has to do with death and betrayal and seasons, and I've heard that it's really good. It did win a Hugo Award for every single book in the series, so there has to be something good about it, and hopefully I find the merit in it. And I'm also currently still reading Still Beating by Jennifer Hartman. This is the dark romance that I was talking about a little bit earlier in this video, or maybe I didn't mention it, but I am reading that. And I just need to finish it. Not that I'm not enjoying it, it's just a dark book, hard to read, a lot of trigger warnings, so I've been taking my time with that. But this is the stack of books I was able to finish this week. I would love to hear your thoughts on any of these, if you've read these and what you thought of them. And then let me know what you were able to read in the first full week of March. Oh my gosh, in the first full week of March. I would love to hear your thoughts. But that's the end of this video. I really hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, please make sure to give it a big old thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave. And of course, leave any comments, questions, and suggestions in the comment section below. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.
Nice, baby. Turn it down like a sweet and ready. Boys, keep it nice and steady. Know that you've been keeping patience.